Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Chunky here, back with another motherfucking video. And today we got for you some motherfucking leftovers, bitch. Oh my god. So yesterday I made mole. And let me tell you something. You can't fucking buy this shit nowhere. Well, I didn't make my rice. It's just plain white rice because I got super tired last night. I was overstimulated with the kids and stuff. I was just super tired. So I made the mole and the macaroni salad. The macaroni salad has jalapenos, ham, egg, corn, crema, macaroni. Macaroni. Usually I make it with the little short macaronis, but this is all I could find, you know. Yesterday, when Vato went shopping for me in the morning, Vato's right here in the background. When Vato went shopping for me in the morning, he couldn't find the little short macaronis. So, but I suggest to make it with the short macaronis because it's better. Thank you, God, for this food. Speaking of God, today I'm going to be talking about the man up above himself. So this kind of goes off of the other video that I did of, you know, I was, abused by religion or abused with religion. If you want to see that video, go to my last video. Watch it and then come back. So a lot of people were curious and messaging me and asking me and telling me in the comments of that video, oh, please don't stray away from God. I hope that experience didn't make you, stop loving God and, things like that. And kind of just like, oh, I'll pray for you and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, like in my head, I'm answering back and I'm like, no, like I love God. And so I'm going to rephrase that. There was a point in my life where I did stray away from God. I didn't stop believing in him, but I started ignoring him. And I'm going to get into like kind of like how that went and what happened to me and all the fucking bullshit that happened to me during the time that I fucking started ignoring God. And I was angry. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know how to sort my feelings. And this was years ago. This was like, how many years ago do you think this was? Things started getting better when? Like,
After we had the
ladder. Like, we were living back there. A lot of bullshit. Like, we lost our car. We went to jail. Man, so much shit happened. Well, I don't know exactly. I don't know timelines because, bitch, we forgot about that shit and we left that shit in the dust. But let me tell you. I was drinking. I'd smoke occasionally. And we just like, we're trying to live, like, we're still trying to live like, I don't know, what were we trying to live like? What were we doing? Like, just like listening to like, we would just bump it, like we would just like bump it every day in the house with some fucking negative ass fucking rap music and shit. Not that I don't love rap music. I still love like the type of music I love, but it was just like a very negative setting, just very negative. And we felt like this was before I did YouTube too. This was before I started YouTube, huh?
Yeah.
I just was comfortable. Living a midlife, like, you know, living off of bullshit and drama There was always drama. Fighting between me and him. And I would forget to pray. I would forget to ask God, like, to help me with everything that I was going through. And I felt angry at him because of all the bullshit that I had went to, and I didn't want to go to church. I had some people telling me, you know, you need to go to church and this and that. I said, church is bullshit. Church is bullshit. I would tell him too about church. And
I was told that if I walk into a church, I would burst in flames.
you know, he used to tell me that shit. He was like, if I walk in, I'm gonna burst into flames. I think he felt ashamed. Because he had horns on his head.
It's not just that.
But it was, I remember you telling me, like, how am I gonna look at church with horns on my head?
It's not that. It's just because I had allowed, you know, people in my life. I started calling myself the, you know, whose son.
Mm-hmm.
I started calling myself
The devil's adopted son.
I started saying that I was adopted by him, and that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I was here to carry out some of his, you know.
Wow,
His
that's
things,
scary.
And I allowed that, and I lost faith, pretty much. So that's where everything started going wrong for me at 14.
A lot of things started going wrong for him after that. And for me, I mean, things were going, I guess for me, losing faith, God allowed that in my life, you know. But I don't know, there was a point in my life where I was tired of like struggling. I was tired of being broke. I was tired of, you know, losing cars, not having a car, not having enough money to get a car, not having enough money to sustain a car, just barely making it.
I was sick of that shit. I was sick of going to jail. I was sick of all that shit. I was just fed up and tired. I was just like really negative at a point where it's like, damn, you know what? I ain't never gonna make it. I had told myself, you know what? I ain't gonna make it.
He was very negative. He was very, very negative. Like, he always be like, I'm not gonna amount to nothing. I'm just no good for nothing. Like, I'm not good enough for shit. And then, you know.
But you know what? We changed that.
I really pushed myself to change my ways, and I stopped drinking, and I stopped smoking. I don't smoke like weed anymore. I drink occasionally. I mean, when I say I stopped drinking, I wasn't an alcoholic, you know, but
He was down in 40s with me and everything.
I was down 40s, but I didn't need like.
Nah, we had a good time. We had a good time at one point, but it was just, you know, for it to be an everyday thing or everything.
A good time for evil people.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, we're young. You do it when you're young.
I'm not talking about when we were young.
No, I mean not young, but we did it at an age where it's like, okay, at a certain point in your life, it's like the party has to end. It can't just keep going the rest of your life. It's like, hey,
there's some people that they don't want the party to end; they want it to continue, and then that's when your life starts. You know, I'm talking about like. Of course, there was times when I was younger where I did shit that I wasn't supposed to, and obviously I wasn't talking to God about it.
Yeah, I ignored the signs, and that's what it is. There is signs.
But I'm not talking about. I'm talking about like near the point of me making the changes that I need to make. So like recent, but not recent. You know. Like when we were living in the other house.
Yeah.
Or when we were living in my last 3 apartments.
Yeah.
You know? God was blessing me, but he wasn't giving me full blessings.
Yeah.
He was giving me just enough to be okay, but not enough, like, not like to be happy. Yeah.
That's what it was. That's how I felt like it too. Like it was just like, you know, dangling in front of me. Like, you know, if you want this, you gotta stop this. If you want this, you better stop.
We thought we were slick. So we thought we were slick. We were still smoking, still drinking, still cussing really crazy, like fucking this and fucking, and, you know, living our life like that, like just waking up, you know, having a beer, you know, he was smoking weed, you know, blasting fucking negative ass music, fucking cussing, you know, not giving a fuck, doing this, doing that, whatever. And but we thought we were slick because, oh, we were staying home, like, oh, we're home, everything's all good and everything, like we're not going out in the streets or whatever. He would end up in the street every so often. I don't know how, but you know, that was him. He would get away like a little dog that you know when you try to keep a stray dog inside and they like it inside, but somehow they always end up running out. Like that was him. Me, I was home, you know. But the thing about it is that God would every time we thought things would get better, like, oh, he has a job opportunity. And I'll be like, good, things are finally turning around. You know, boom. He'll get a taste of, you know, him getting a paycheck and us living right and having enough and whatever. And then, boom, it gets snatched right from under us. Like,
End up in jail.
Yep. End up in jail. End up in some type of court case. End up in drama. Like, oh, I was just like, damn, like, when are we going to see something, like, when are we ever going to get a blessing or a break, you know? And,
But in reality, though, it was a break, because it's like, we were getting breaks here and there, whereas we didn't see it. We're taking it for granted, is what it was.
Yeah. We weren't thanking God.
That's what it was, we weren't thanking God.
We didn't thank God.
Our mini blessings is what it was.
We never thanked God for that. And God was like, oh, you ain't going to thank me? All right. We'll see how it is then.
I swear now I'm like, I wake up like, thank you.
Me too.
I wake up and I'm just like, okay.
I wake up so grateful.
Man, you know, there's a big difference.
There's a big difference now. And everybody could see it in us. You know, even people like on the internet, they're like, wow, you're glowing. Wow, you look so much brighter, so much happier. And real life too.
You know what the crazy one for me though?
What?
Is when I like, he gave me a sign.
What?
It was so crazy though, but
talk loud because I have the.
I ran into an enemy who I thought like, oh, it's going down, and he said, "Let me pray for you," and that was
beautiful.
Mind. It just blew my mind. I was like, and as angry as I was, and I was just like, okay, because I knew I needed it. I knew I needed someone to pray for me, but no one was doing it. I was so far gone. And he's just like, let me pray for you. And he prayed for me right down the spot. And he's like, I can see that you want different. You want different. You want more. And, you know, and we know you're living a life that you don't want, but it's going to get better. And he prayed for me. And that's when you came around. That's when he sent this angel for me. Because it was in the same house that we actually our first kissing and everything in the same vicinity that we know we're in, the same block, same everything. So I felt like,
I thought that was recently. I'm talking about recently.
No, I know, but I'm just saying though, that's something that it was like there's signs that now I look at everything like a sign.
Me too.
When you snub your toe, you know what I mean? Like when you wake up in the morning,
No, this fool, he always gets hurt when he's acting like an asshole. Or he's like being stupid. Let me tell you, God be fucking bumping this fool upside the motherfucking head. He'd be like, boop, get right. Boop, get right.
Like, you know,
there was so many times I could count. Like, okay, like one time we were at Knott's Farm. Went to Knott's Farm. And he was acting like a dick with me. I don't know why he was acting like a dick with me. And he's a Scorpio, so he's an asshole. Y'all don't really know him. He was acting like an asshole. And I was just like, damn, like I was feeling like, what the fuck? Why is he acting like that? Boom, he gets stung by a bee. That's what you get. That's what you motherfucking get.
And it was in my thigh. Like, that motherfucker went up my shorts and stung me in my inner thigh.
Oh, what about the time you were acting like an asshole on Halloween and you stepped in shit?
I did.
He was acting like an asshole on Halloween. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him. I don't know what was wrong with him. What was going on?
I was just, my temper was...
Something happened. He gets jealous too, but he don't like to say it. So maybe he was jealous or something.
I don't remember.
And he was acting like an asshole on Halloween. Not this Halloween, like a couple of years ago. And I was like, come on, let's go. Like, let's just leave him. So we started walking to go trick or treat with the kids. My brother was there and his friend and all the kids. Here comes this fool walking like he's all cool. Walking like he's all bad. Boom, he steps in shit. That's what you motherfucking get.
Yeah.
But same thing with me. I remember one time I was praying. This is a prophecy. This is something real. I was praying. And this is recently. And I was telling God, I was praying to him about something. I felt God hit me in my head like this. Like hard, like girl, wake up. Wake the fuck up. And I prophesied. I told one of the pastors that I follow on TikTok, I told him like what happened, like how I was praying, and I felt somebody hit me in my head. And he goes, that was God. God was hitting you in your head trying to get your attention about something or trying to show you a lesson. And it's true. Like, God will show you those lessons. And look it, I'm not sitting here preaching to you guys. Like, I'm not a preacher. I don't go to church every day. Because of the stuff that I went through with church, it's still kind of hard for me to get back into a church or get back to church. I don't know if that will ever happen. But I have to be honest, like, now that I have allowed God, in my life, and I listen to him and I listen to his voice, or, that little voice in your head, it's not your conscience, it's God. Like, let's just keep it real, And I listen to that little voice in my head. I don't smoke. I don't drink no more. I hardly listen to like really negative music. I try to keep all my music positive. A lot of you guys may know, like, on my lives and stuff. I like to listen to like 90s music because that's like real. The 90s music is real low key, less cussing and stuff like that. I try to tell him like stop cussing. He has to really, when he's at home.
I actually did.
You calm down.
A lot.
Yeah, but the music it is like.
I listen to music, like I said, what I can relate to. It's something I relate.
You don't relate to that anymore. That's not you anymore, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. That fucking music is not you anymore. You wanna higher your vibration. Sometimes your vibrations are low and you need to higher your vibrations. And that's something that I really like to do now is
I listen to it, but then I snap out of it after the song over. It's like, okay, cool, I could feel the type of way for about a good 3 minutes. And then that's it.
Yeah, but why are you even making yourself feel a type of way anyways? Anyways, that's a whole nother story. I still talk to him about certain music that he listens to. He doesn't listen to them in the house. He'll listen to them while he's driving. And like, he has gotten into stuff. Like, he still gets into stuff like while he's away from the house, which is weird because he has recently gotten into something like, but like things are good. Like, he doesn't smoke. He hasn't smoked in years. We don't drink. He hasn't drank in years. We don't do none of that. We don't cuss in the house. In the house, I'm like, no cussing. Once in a while, like, oh fuck, like we'll drop something. Oh shit, like things like that. But hey, anything is better than us like cussing every other word, I speak a lot of positivity in my house. I practice positive speaking, positive thinking. I don't call myself ugly. I don't call myself fat. I used to really be negative about myself. I used to always call myself, oh, I'm so ugly. I'm so fat. Like, I'm so this and that. Like, I don't fit in nothing. Oh my God, I'm fat. I'm fat. I'm fat. I don't say those things anymore at all. Like, in my house, in my home, around my kids.
Because I don't let you either.
Yeah.
You start talking like that and look at it. I'm just like, cut it out. Look at you now. You're all skinny and shit.
Anyways, I'm not skinny. I'm not skinny. Shut up! I'm thick as fuck. What are you talking about? I'm big. Anyways, that helped me out a lot. Like, not speaking negative to myself. not calling myself ugly, calling myself fat, especially in front of my kids. Like, you never want to call yourself ugly and fat in front of your daughters, because you don't want them to think that that's like something that, you know, is normal, you know, to call themselves and to look at themselves that way. So, you know, if you stay calling yourself beautiful and you stay calling yourself, like, I practice positive affirmations as well. I think I've ascended into the best spirituality I have ever felt in my years of living. I feel so good spiritually. I feel more connected to God too. I feel my angels. I talk to my angels, my spirit guides and stuff like that. I'm just really connected spiritually to things that I've, you know, never been connected to, but I'm happy that I found them now. And you know, to get a little bit serious, like, it's when I think about it, it makes me want to cry, because just going to church has never done this for me, you know? Just going to church has never made me feel this good, you know? I'm grateful and happy that I've been through the things that I've been through, and I am happy that I found my spirituality and things are better. And we're blessed. We are so blessed. Like, we are constantly getting blessings, and we're constantly blessed. I'm blessed with you guys. I was blessed with YouTube, finding YouTube. Once I started to get more in touch with God, and I started allowing God more into my life, and remembering to pray, and remembering to thank and remembering to thank God, that's when I found YouTube. That's when, you know, you guys came into my life. That's when you know, doors started opening for us. And I thank God every day. You guys, don't forget to thank God, and don't forget to thank your angels too. I truly believe that God, you know, He is with you, and He is in you, and He is in your heart. And I truly believe that He sends a team, a warrior team with you, which is your angels, to help you and to guide you and to be there for you when He can't be, you know? So I truly believe that, and I will never stray away from God again. I've learned my lesson. I love you, God. I know you're listening to me. Yeah, you know, pretty much I am very spiritual. I wouldn't say religious, I would say spiritual. I believe in God. God is our creator, and yeah. Vato's distracting me. No, he's over here. The fly. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm super full. I hope you guys like all this was homemade by me. The mole, I have to put a recipe. You know what? I might put the recipe in the description. I'll write it in there for you if I remember, okay? I love you guys. Stay chunky, because chunky is beautiful. Peace out. And I will pray